Hello students, today we are going to start with the digital modulation techniques. There are many digital modulation techniques that like ASK, FSK, PSK. So let us consider or let us start with the ASK, that is the amplitude shift gain. Introduction. Digital modulation provides more information capacity, high data security, quicker system availability with great quality of the communication. Hence, digital modulation techniques have a greater demand for their capacity to convey the larger amounts of the data than the analog one. So, digital modulation provides the maximum information capacity, data security, quicker availability, as well as the good quality of the communication. So, hence the many application uses the digital communication instead of the analog one. So there are many types of the digital communication system, and we can even use the combination of these techniques as well as. In this chapter, we are going to discuss the most prominent digital modulation technique. If the information signal is a digital and the amplitude of the carrier is varied proportional to the information signal, a digitally modulated signal is called as a amplitude shift gain is produced. So if there is a one mixer and the one input to the mixer is a digital data and second input to the mixer is the carrier signal, then the digital signal changes with carrier signal changes the amplitude with respect to the digital signal, and the whatever the output is produced is nothing but the ASK. So if the frequency f is varied proportional to the information signal and the frequency shift k is produced. So if the output signal which is produced from the modulator and there is a changes in the frequency, that output we can call it as a frequency shift gain. And if the phase of the carrier 0 is varied proportional to the information shift signal, the output is nothing but the PSK, that is a phase shift gain. So there are three kind of the digital modulation basics: ASK where the amplitude changes, FSK where the frequency changes, and third one is the PSK where phase it changes with respect to the digital data. So if the both amplitude and phase are varied proportional to the information signal, then that modulation is called as a quadrature amplitude modulation. So ASK, FSK, PSK and QAM are the forms of the digital modulation. So if the amplitude changes, that we can call it as a ASK. If frequency changes, we can call it as FSK. If phase changes with respect to the information signal, we can call it as a PSK. And if amplitude and phase combined changes, we can call it as the quadrature amplitude modulation. Let us start with the details of the amplitude shift gain, ASK. Amplitude of the resultant output depends upon the input data whether it should be zero level or variation of the positive and negative depending upon the carrier or carrier frequency. Amplitude shift gain is the type of amplitude modulation which represents the binary data in the form of variations in the amplitude of the signal. Let us take this figure for the consideration. So here the one, there is a changes in the pulse or amplitude is available. If the data signal is 0, then there is an absence of the amplitude. Again 1, there is a presence of amplitude, and again 0, there is absence of the uh, pulse. So this is the kind of the amplitude shift gain output or modulated output. Any modulated signal has high frequency carrier. The binary signal when ASK is modulated gives the zero value for the low input and gives the carrier output for the high input. That is, as we see in the figure, where there is a 0, there is an absence of the amplitude, and there is a 1 in the data signal, there is a presence in the output or carrier output. Mathematically, amplitude shift king is VASK of t is equal to 1 plus Vm of t into A divided by 2 cos of omega t, where VASK is the amplitude shift king wave. So this is the amplitude shift king wave. Vm of t is the digital information or modulating signal voltage A by 2 volt modulating voltage signal A by 2 is nothing but the unmodulated carrier amplitude. So this is the A by 2 is the carrier amplitude. Vm of t is the digital information modulating signal, and omega c is the analog carrier radian frequency or radian per second, which is 2 pi fct. In above equation, the modulating signal Vm of t is the normalized binary waveform, where positive 1 volt is equal to logic 1 and negative 1 volt is equal to logic 0. Therefore, for the one output or logic 1 output or logic 1 input, Vm of t is equal to positive 1, and the equation becomes Vask of t is equal to 1 plus 1 if the input is 1 into A by 2 cos of omega ct, that is 1 plus 1, so 2 getting cancelled here. So the VSK output when the logic 1 is available or logic 1 is in the digital signal, logic 1 is a digital signal, then the VSK output is equal to A into cos of omega ct, that is there is a high carrier output, and if it is 0, there is a 0 in the carrier output. So mathematically the amplitude shift king is where Vsk is the amplitude shift king wave and Vm of t is equal to digital information modulating signal, and A by t is the unmodulated carrier amplitudes. So that is the ASK output is VASK is equal to A into cos of omega ct when the digital logic is 1 in the digital signal, and if digital signal is having the 0 bit, then the ASK output is 0. Omega c is the analog carrier radian frequency, that is a radian per second, that is 2 pi fct. In above equation, the modulating signal Vm of t is the normalized binary waveform, that is a 1010, where positive logic 1 is equal to logic 1 and minus 1 is the logic 0. Therefore, for the logic 1, the Vm of t is equal to positive 1 volt, and the previous equation reduces to, and for the logic 0 input Vm of t is equal to minus 1. So the equation will become 1 minus 1 into A by 2 cos of omega ct. So that is, it is a 0. Thus the modulated VSK is either A cos omega ct or 0. That is A cos omega ct if the digital signal has the 1 input or one input bit, and if it is 0 then VASK is a 0. Hence the carrier is either on for the 1 bit or off for 0 bit, which is uh, why amplitude shift keying is sometimes referred as a on off keying. So sometimes ASK is also called as a on off keying or OOK keying. It can be seen that for the every change in the input binary data stream, there is a one change in the ASK waveform, and the at the time of 1 bit TB equals the time of the one analog signaling element. So bandwidth is equal to FB by 2, that is equal to FB by 1, that is equal to FB, and baud rate is equal to FB by 1, that is equal to FB. Examples: determine the baud and minimum bandwidth necessary to pass the 10 kilobits per second binary signal using the amplitude shift keying, and take so solution for ASK is equal to n is equal to 1, and the baud and minimum bandwidth are determined by the above equation. So 10,000 divided by 1, so bandwidth will equal to 10,000 and baud rate is equal to 10,000 divided by 1, that is equal to the 10,000. The use of AM, that is amplitude modulated analog carrier, to transport the digital information is relatively the low quality, low cost type of the digital modulation, and therefore is seldom used except for the very low speed telemetry circuit. So ASK is used for the low speed telemetry circuit. So let us consider the ASK transmitter. So this is the mixer. M of t is the digital signal or modulating signal. It is applied to the one of the input to the mixer, and C of t is the carrier frequency. It is applied to the mixer, and mixer mixes the signal as per the predefined rule. So you will get the output ASK. So the binary input sequence is applied to the product modulator. So this mixer is product nothing but the product modulator, and the product modulator amplitude modulates the sinusoidal carrier. It passes the carrier when input bit is 1. If the M of t have the input bit is 1, then pass the carrier, and if input bit is 0, then blocks the carrier. ASK modulator block diagram comprises the carrier signal generator and the binary sequence from the message signal and the band limited filter. So the following is the block diagram of the ASK modulator. Carrier generator sends the continuous high frequency carrier, and the binary sequence from the message signal makes the unipolar input to be either high or low. The high signal closes the switch, allowing the carrier wave, hence the output will be the carrier signal at the high input. If the input is high or 1 bit, the carrier output will be the high, and where the low input or 0, the switch opens, allowing no voltage to appear, hence the output will be low. The band limiting filter shapes the pulse depending upon the amplitude and phase characteristic of the band limiting filter or pulse shaping filter. ASK demodulator. There are two types of the ASK detection techniques, that is asynchronous techniques detection technique and synchronous detection techniques. The clock frequency at the transmitter when matches with the clock frequency at the receiver, it is known as a synchronous method. And as the frequency gets synchronized, so that the frequency gets synchronized, that means the same clock frequency which is applied at the modulator side, that should be same clock should be used at the demodulated side. So this technique is called as a synchronization of the detection method. Otherwise the system is called as a asynchronous. So asynchronous ASK demodulator. Asynchronous ASK detector consists of half-wave rectifier, a low-pass filter, and comparator. The following is the block diagram where ASK signal is applied to the rectifier, which rectifies the signal, and it is applied to the LPF. So you will get the band limiting output. It is applied to the comparator. Comparator is nothing but the, we can call it as a decision devices, and the detected amplitude. Comparator or decision devices takes the decision regarding whether the received amplitude have the high voltage level or low voltage level. If it is high voltage level, then he decides the or detects the 1 bit logic bit, and if it is low voltage level, then the logic is 0. The modulated ASK signal is given to the half wave rectifier, which delivers a positive half output, and the low pass filter suppresses the high frequency and gives an envelope detected output from which the comparator delivers the digital output. Synchronous ASK demodulator. Synchronous ASK detector consists of the square law detector, low pass filter, comparator, and voltage limiter. This is the block diagram of the synchronous ASK detector. ASK modulated input signal. This input signal is applied to or given to the square law detector. A square law detector is one. whose output voltage is proportional to the square of the amplitude modulated input signal. It passes the low pass filter where filter minimizes the high frequency. Then it is applied to the comparator. As I know, you already know the comparator is nothing but the decision devices which takes the decision regarding the received amplitude represents the logic 1 bit or the logic 0 bit. So in this way the comparator works. The comparator and voltage limiter help to get the clean digital output. Advantages of the ASK modulation. These are the some advantages of the ASK modulator. It offers the high bandwidth efficiency. It has the simple receiver design. ASK modulation can be used to transmit the digital data over the optical fiber. ASK modulation and ASK demodulation process are comparatively inexpensive. Its variant OOK is used at radio frequencies to transmit the Morse code. Disadvantages of the ASK. It offers the lower power efficiency. As well as the ASK modulation is very susceptible to the noise interference. So noise gets added because amplitude changes as per the input signal. And this is due to the fact that noise affects the amplitude. And hence another alternative modulation technique such as a BPSK, which is less susceptible to the error than the ASK is used. Application of the ASK. The modulation has an important role in communication, and amplitude shift keying applications are like low. It is used in the low frequency RF application. It can be used for the home automation devices, industrial network devices, wireless base station, tire pressure in monitoring system, etc. Thank you.